everyone, it's me again, Putribo. So, I took a week before hitting record and actually post this video because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just reacting to the heat of the moment. I wanted to be in a place where I could just talk. So you saw the thumbnail. This isn't really about the number 37. That number just happened to be the moment I stopped ignoring what's been building up for years. You can call it the final shift that broke the iceberg. To put it simply, it was a wake-up call. After nearly 7 years, I used to think that it was just about depth not listening, but it's actually deeper than that. Okay, lately people have asked why I don't always have the newest MVP sets. Some think I'm poor or broke because I'm not wearing the latest drop. What kind of beekeeper is that? The answer is simple: return on investment. Let's look at the logic, shall we? The math is mathing. Because videos don't post itself, it costs time, energy, and money. In Skyblock, there is this lucky star system. It requires you to draw multiple duplicate sets just to keep a title. During last event, I got 19 out of 100. And today, new set drops, it doesn't share lucky star progress, although it's still in the same backtrack treasure category. I don't know who said this, that you can get the title under 100 stars, but I mean, how many percent is the chance? Even if you get lucky in 1 month, the system is designed to make that luck irrelevant by the next update. I'm not interested in fueling a cycle that prioritizes short-term clicks over long-term fun. Spending $200 every month just to keep up is like handing my salary back to the game. Let's be real, a single video doesn't always make that back. I used to do giveaways because I wanted to share my channel growth with you. When the system was fair, it felt like we are all winning together, but now the math has changed. Now guys, let's look at the combat itself. With this many sets in the game, I offered the feedback months ago to make our stats 2G level during PvP so we can actually see what's happening in real time. I have seen in the comments saying Putribo's video aren't informative anymore or that my PvP sucks. Yes, I can totally agree with that. I never said I wanted to be a PvP god, but when it comes to my videos, how can I be informative when there is no data to talk about at the moment? Yes, we can check players' profile to see their armor stats. I can educate myself to see their combo before the PvP begins. But when the battle starts, it's a black box. I am already struggling with the mechanics and the game doesn't show me and you. What's actually happening here? What happens to my damage and defense? Forget that. At this point, I'm just recording a fight involving a bunch of glowing hula hoops. I really wanted to give you a proper PvP commentary, but the game is giving me a full-blown strobe light festival. Now let me show you the actual visual that I was looking for. I've recently spent some time in love and deep space and it was a bit of a reality check. Even though I am there to, well, save the world with a very handsome partner, the combat is actually very clear. Here I can see what's happening. Every hit has a number, every ability has a clear name, and it's also clear as the sky what the hell is going on. I'm not trying to compare because it's a completely different genre, but coming back to Skyblock after that, Feels like trying to solve a math problem while someone is throwing glitter in my eyes. Combat shouldn't be just about aura farming or looking cool in the lobby. If a game about fighting wanderers and going on dates can give me a clean UI for analysis, why is a high-stake competitive game still making me guess my own damage?
Let's settle this in one fell.
Take this!
It's time to serve the main court. Your time to shine.
It's your turn.
Okay, if you say so. Are you up for a joyride later?
Where do you want to take me?
Guess.
At the end of the day, we have to remember that this is a game we spend our real money on. And when investing something, I need to see the real engine, not just the paint job. What I feel right now, analyzing skyblock combat is like buying a literal car. But instead of speedometer, the dashboard flashes.
Thunder always comes after lightning.
It looks cool, sure, but I need to know if I am hitting 100 miles per hour or about to explode. Skyblock PvP is just like a race who clicks the fastest before someone's SP bar turns red. You know what's even funnier? Spectating a high-level fight is like watching two glow sticks have an argument. You see a lot of fights, a lot of lights, but you have no idea who is actually winning the debate. Speaking of clicks, let's go back to number 37. Okay, story time. I didn't just wake up one day and decide to be a YouTuber. It started back in the pandemic. I was just playing skyblock for fun like everyone else. But then I saw an opportunity for this community to grow, especially for the mobile players who were often left out in the PC-heavy world. At the time, the biggest skyblock experience was on Hypixel, but if you don't have a PC, you were basically left out in the conversation. Even though we can all watch YouTube and follow their communities, but there is still a gap there. And recently, I've heard of Hytale potentially bringing their mobile version. Looking at that, I just realized my vision has always been about on how we play, not what platform we're on. I even spent times behind the scenes working as a background assistant. I learned the systems, I saw how things work, and eventually, I realized it was my time to build something of my own. That is when I shifted my focus to the channel to a point where I have seen all of the change in the management. With how KPA usually function, I know what the systems are designed to optimize and what they tend to ignore. So now let's look at this through the lens that I know, the potato farm. When I joined the program, the deal was simple. 5 bags of potatoes with 30,000 in total, easy. But then, as I went to work, I noticed something. They put a counting machine. I didn't think much of it and just kept planting my potatoes. But eventually, I got curious, so I asked how it worked. They gave me a quick explanation. But here's the thing, I've survived enough audits to know numbers can look right when something's off. In a real audit, you don't just stare at a screen. You go to the warehouse, you count the actual bags, and you make sure the computer isn't lying to you. And at the end of the month, after I harvested all of my potatoes, I did a little system check of my own. I know for a fact I had 13 bags ready to go. The work was done. I just wanted to see if the program actually looked at my field or it was just running on autopilot. So I go to the machine and I handed over 5 bags. There was nobody else there, just me. Suddenly the machine blipped and showed me the result. When I saw it, I just stopped and took a rest. The next morning, I woke up to a notification, and that told me everything I needed to know. So yes, this is where the 37 number comes from. Later, I did mention the other 8 bags, but at this point was even the point of proving. They already decided the work was incomplete based on that. So I left. The audit was done. It's not about who is right or wrong, it's about what we choose to accept because that was continuous. Now let's look at the health of this community. This might sting, but if this lands on your desk, it's getting harder to call this a community when creators are treated more like performance inputs than partners. Right now, output matters more than craft, and views matter more than the relationship behind them. Requirements are set, and we respect that, but once inside, everything starts to feel mechanical. The structure around creators reflects that too. It looks organized, but it creates distance. Different levels, different treatment, and when a perk is 10% discount, it doesn't really feel like support, it just means we are still paying. We're also given early information, which is good, but mostly puts creator in the position of passing things along, rather than being part of the conversation. Trying to get clarity shouldn't feel like chasing it, but right now it feels like that way. The creators are the ones pushing for answers instead of being included in them. At the same time, updates keep coming, but without consistent communication, their reach depends on who happens to be active. Players who step away miss context, and the work behind those updates doesn't land the way it should. For example, some of the leaks are gatekeeping technical details, so we're left guessing mechanics alongside players. But then it drops at random time, and we still have to decipher the meaning. It just kills the hype, and the workflow is off balance. This became most visible during the 3rd anniversary. There was a pattern before, so people expected something. When nothing came, no explanation, no acknowledgement, then later cake armor and a title were added for a different milestone. That's where it starts to feel disconnected. It was never about the freebies, it's about how the community is managed. Also look at the current promotion in the Big 26. Pushing AI-generated content to a community funded by VIP members creates a massive value gap. You have already lost ground with veterans. Offering AI brand rot is not how you secure the next generation. Logically, a brand should be doubling down on real creators. In high activity region, you have the data, right? If this is the vision for Gen 3.0, you have to ask what kind of investment you're actually inviting. There is something happening in skyblock that most people aren't fully noticing yet. It's not just about one big update, it's about direction. Back in 2025, the game was growing naturally. Players were already forming their own groups, wearing the same tags, and moving like small communities. From an observer's lens, the next logical step wasn't more gear, it was more meaning, system for factions, territory, and better trading. For a moment, it looked like that was happening. A new world, larger maps, nations, something bigger. But as the beta ends, instead of becoming an expansion of skyblock, it split away from it. Even with a new name. When a project splits like that, the impact isn't just on the content, it's on the people. It creates a choice. Stay in the established home or move to a new one that requires a different level of investment. Yeah, you can play both, but in any system, progress only feels meaningful when it connects back to a stable foundation. Around the 3rd anniversary, skyblock hit the natural pause. It's the moment where the new world smell fades. Funny how it is 37 past. Are we just running on a treadmill? There is something almost poetic about that number being the one to break the spell.
Psych! Holy Jesus. What is that?
So they still need us. Huh. How convenient. And then season after season keeps coming. New pets. Even the one that looks like... Aren't we supposed to be a kid-friendly game? The new designs look like they got lost in their way to a different kind of plot. This update seems to force only one single playstyle, competition. Less for builders, more for combats. To be clear, monetization is a business reality. Players know games need to be funded, but there is a balance between support and pressure. In a fair experience, progress feels earned, not tilted. When monetization begins to define the pace of the game, the balance shifts. It's not a forced change, but it's a constant one. On the other side, the name of the game just changed again. It is hard to make content on something that kills the evergreen. Every name change turns our past work into a dead link, and every rebranding just resets the clock. To be clear, they are not forcing us to make the videos, but they are making it impossible to build a legacy. And here's the thing, when a team invests heavily in a new direction, the sunk cost fallacy often takes over, and in that process, the human element can get lost. This is the sunset of a sandbox. They want creators to be the megaphone while they use a robot to talk to us. The marketing is giving that internet theory when you log in and you see entities fighting entities while AI runs the socials. This much effort could literally save Skyblock, but they choose this instead. It's their choice, I guess. It's just a bit awkward. See, this is awkward. What are these two doing? What are these three doing? I'll leave this as an open discussion for both the team and the community. The game has come a long way. The UI is cleaner and the technology is faster, but it feels like while the graphics are moving into 2026, the way the human side is managed is still stuck in the past. As the 10-year mark approaches, it is worth asking, what do we want this game to be celebrated for? Do you want a shiny, polished factory full of angry players, or a garden that actually grows its community? Technology is great for efficiency. I already said that many times probably, but it cannot plant seeds alone. If we only look at dashboards and forget to look for footprints in the field, we might end up with a very high-tech farm that's completely empty. Well, not completely empty. You'll still have the hackers and the scammers posting GQ links in every chat. The absurdity of it all. Right now, it feels like the hackers and those scammers are more active than the actual creators, when the most consistent things you see in the game are the ones trying to break it. Don't get me wrong, I don't support hacking obviously, but you have to see the irony here. Even the hackers are going to get bored eventually. There is no point of breaking into an empty house when there is no one left to watch. You might agree or disagree, and that's fine. I'm just looking at the full picture. I hope for the sake of everyone still in the field, the systems start doing the same. So with that all being said, I am officially leaving the program and shifting the focus back to myself. That also means the era of me giving you spoilers as fast as Lightning McQueen is over. And for those asking about the Discord server, it's officially permanently closed since February actually. It wasn't a decision made out of spite, and honestly for the 12,000 of you who were there, you probably already understand why. I just needed a break from the noise. Will I open another one someday? Yes? No? Maybe so. I just noticed it's 4 years ago the same day as today. Coincidence? Maybe. Did I plan it? Oh, absolutely not. Even though the server is gone, I kept all the foreigners. Looking back at those drawings reminded me of something. Community was never about ranks, roles, or points. It was about the care people put into it. Not in a romantic way, just a real connection. And we had that. To the artist, if I was ever a bit strange with you, it came from a place of respect. Maybe I saw how much thoughts and care you put into what you made, and I didn't want that to be taken lightly Not even by yourself, but more than anything, thank you. The time, the effort, and the little details. And now what? Let me drink a glass of water. You too, go drink. And maybe one last thing, I'm not quitting YouTube, okay? Oh, that was a lot. Okay, I think I have said what I needed to say. And honestly, it's such a relief. After all that professional audit talk, did I mention I actually love skyblock? Oh, seriously though, whoever made this specific emote, you deserve a massive raise. This is what we need. I mean, look at this, it's just pure fun. The only thing that doesn't make it fun may be the GQ's part, but if you get me, you get me. Don't just make it once in a year. And this is my favorite, never gets old. What about you? Well, I guess the rain is the sign that I have to end this video. Did I mention I love skyblock? But do skyblock love the players? What is this in the weekly item? So that's the end of the video, I guess. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Bye!